All right, welcome back. The second topic of discussion, there is a bandh in Maharashtra over farmer deaths in Uttar Pradesh. But the question that we are asking is whether governments should sponsor bandhs and inflict financial loss, because that was a huge problem, and also beat up people, which was the allegation, forcefully impose a bandh. Is that good or is that bad, or is this terrible? What a terrible thing to do to citizens of your own state. To discuss this, I have with me our first guest, Urmila Matondkar, noted actor as well as leader of the Shiv Sena. Thank you very much, Urmila ji, for joining us. My first question, you think the state must sponsor things like bandhs?
No. Let me just make it very clear. Maharashtra has always been a very strong state when it has come to our fundamental rights and protecting those rights. It has always taken its stand and stood firm onto it. Now, when we say our fundamental rights, that's where the question mark, I guess, comes, because our is we is who? We is the people of this nation. So people of this nation, the biggest class and the most important class of them all, the farmers, have been on this protest for such a long time, for almost over a year now. 500 to 600 people have already lost their lives during their various hardships. Now it has gone to another level of this particular killings which have happened in this place. And I think it is a time to take up a stand for all of them, to send a message to the people who matter, who are not speaking anything about all of this, and we're busy looking in another manner, that they are not alone, that we are all standing with them. So it's a fight which is to protect our fundamental rights, and I think it is perfectly justificable. It has happened in the times of the UPA government, where BJP has called for many such bandhs and been very aggressively made sure that they would be followed, etc. So I don't think it is about all of that. When the question is about the and I find it fascinating. There was a man dead abroad, and because of police atrocity, and Black Lives Matter was trending, and everybody in India, from the leaders to the celebrities, were hashtagging it, Black Lives Matters. But I think the time has come to finally scream loud and clear that farmers' lives matter. And whatever happened was so atrocious to look at. It was so cold-blooded and gruesome that it is frankly shocking that nobody has found it necessary to comment on it, to say anything about it, and they're busy looking the other way. And this is kind of normalizing the whole process. So I'm very proud that Maharashtra government, that Mahavikas Aghadi, the three big parties of the state, have come together, stood together, and are very successful. And I must bring your attention to this point, that from the normal dabbawalas to the Vyapari people, everybody, they've all come ahead and put in their bit in this spontaneous kind of a support for this bandh. So I think the message is loud and clear. And the farmers are not alone there. We are all standing with them in this.
Yes, but Ms. Urmila Matondkar, see, the thing is, what is the great joy in inflicting financial pain to oneself to prove a point?
I want to bring your attention to one point, that I agree to an extent to this. But, the time has come today, like I said earlier, that this has been going on for a year. Lots of things from the top point, that are these even farmers? They are not farmers only. What do they understand? Meaning, I don't understand. The people, whatever laws which have been introduced, the people for whom they are introduced are constantly busy, they're protesting against it, whichever ones they have been in the past also. And people don't understand anything, and they have been constantly pushed on their necks. So what is another way of looking at it? And the time to sit on fence is gone. Today I read a tweet of a very celebrated journalist saying something similar to what you just said. But the thing is, like I said earlier, that there comes a point where the message needs to be sent loud and clear. Maharashtra, yes, has in the recent times has been going through very tough and difficult times, and that's why I think their stand at this point is more commendable, that they have still shown their strength and support to the farmers, because if the time has come, if we now look the other way, want to, plead to all those big, famous journalists and anchors and everybody, the part of media who like to believe that they are still normal, not gone busy looking the other way or sharing false information. Like if these videos wouldn't have come out, we would have never known the full truth, isn't it? So I want to make a request, take this chance that the time to sit on fence is gone. So let's just get down there and make our stand clear. That's what this has been about.
No, I agree with your point of not being a fence sitter, but Ms. Urmila Matondkar, my final question to you, why should people be beaten up? You want to observe a Bandh, go ahead and do it. The government wants to sponsor it, go ahead and do it. But what if someone does not want to follow it? You can't beat him up, can you? Which is exactly what in some cases happened today.
Of course not. Of course not. Of course they should be voluntary. And I mean, people should come in with anything cannot be forceful. In fact, that would defy the whole purpose of any, use of power or so if at all it has happened, which I just heard it a place or two where an incident has happened, that is absolutely not something that one would stand for or one would, say was fine. But at the same time, I would like to underline this, that overall, all over Maharashtra, people from all the economic stratas have stood up for it because it is very simple. I would like to know what is the thought process of those people who are then, I mean, if you are not with the Bandh, then that means you're with the people who have been behind this massacre of these people. There has been a young man called Raman Kashyap who was a young journalist who is dead in the whole middle of all of this. There has been a 22-year-old, 40-year-old, 60-year-old people who have been just massacred like their lives never matter. So when is that hashtag where farmers' lives matter is going to come in the forefront? So each and every one of the citizen of Maharashtra, which again I'm saying has been a very strong state when it comes to taking stands for our own, fundamental rights. I think coming from a state like that, the message is loud and clear that we stand with them and we will stand with them. Farmers' lives matter. That's the message. That's all.
Okay, Ms. Urmila Matondkar, thank you very much. You said that those who are not with this Bandh, who are they with? So the point very simply is, as I introduce my guest, Niranjan Shetty, spokesperson of the BJP, Anand Dubey, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena, Charan Singh Sapra, spokesperson of the Congress. Thank you very much to the three of you. The point is, I may support the cause of the farmers, but I may not necessarily want to express it in the form of a Bandh. Now that's the point, Mr. Dubey. ये एक point है जो कि बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण है. लोगों को मजबूर करना, force करना, उनको मारना, जैसे कि इन फोटोज में दिखाई दे रहा है, ये कहाँ की समझदारी है? मैं हो सकता है मैं किसानों के साथ हूं, लेकिन मुझे बंद नहीं पसंद. Farmers' lives matter, so the life of a rickshaw puller also matters, or an auto rickshaw driver also matters.
संकेत जी प्रणाम. सबसे पहले देखिए, महत्वपूर्ण बात यह है कि हम एक तरफ किसान की बात करते हैं, जवान की बात करते हैं, लेकिन जब उनके सम्मान की बात करते हैं तो विपक्षियों को लगता है कि हम राजनीति की बात कर रहे हैं. आप देखिए कि यह बंद किसका था. यह बंद महाविकास आघाड़ी की सरकार का नहीं था, यह राजनीतिक दलों का बंद था. कांग्रेस पार्टी, शिवसेना पार्टी, राष्ट्रवादी कांग्रेस पार्टी. और जिस बखूबी से आज का यह बंद सफल हुआ है, आप देखिए कि महाराष्ट्र की 13 करोड़ की जनता, उन्होंने इस बंद को सफल बनाया है. सुबह से लेकर शाम तक एक छुटपुट घटनाओं को यदि छोड़ दें तो पूरी तरह से आज का यह बंद बहुत ही सफल रहा, किसानों के सम्मान में रहा. आखिर क्यों न रहे. आप एक बात बताइए, जिस प्रकार से उत्तर प्रदेश के लखीमपुर खीरी की घटना घटी है, जिस प्रकार से किसानों को कुचला गया है, किसके द्वारा? यदि कोई आम व्यक्ति कुचले होते तो शायद बहस का मुद्दा और होता, लेकिन कुचलने वाला कौन है? भारत का केंद्रीय राज्य मंत्री और उनका बेटा और उनके सहयोगी. क्या इस पर बहस नहीं होनी चाहिए? एक तरफ
होनी चाहिए, लेकिन अगर एक राज्य सरकार जबरदस्ती ये करे तो ये कहां की समझदारी?
जबरदस्ती नहीं संकेत भाई, मैंने पहले अपने शब्दों को कहा है कि यह बंद जबरदस्ती नहीं था, यह पूरी तरह जनता का बंद था, यह पॉलिटिकल पार्टियों द्वारा बंद लगाया गया था. इसको जो बार बार कह रहे हैं कि सरकार द्वारा स्पॉन्सरशिप बंद था, तो ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है. मैं आपको क्लियर कर दूं, यह राजनीतिक पार्टी द्वारा बंद था. इस बंद में केवल भारतीय जनता पार्टी सम्मिलित नहीं थी. पता नहीं उनके
मस्तिष्क में क्या विचारधारा चल रही है. Yes, Niranjan Shetty, before I come
उत्तर
to you,
प्रदेश के किसानों के साथ नहीं है।
one moment. I think everybody in this country, particularly here, as we've been broadcasting non-stop on Lakhimpur, has an element of sympathy or great amount of sympathy for the farmers, but also we want justice for everyone who died in Lakhimpur Kheri. Similarly, we also may want to respect the decision of a few in Mumbai who want to go about their life. You know, for people live from day to day, so they have to earn every day. If you will say ban, it will lead to great financial harm. I don't even know how many people would have gone hungry in Mumbai because they live, you know, on a day-to-day wage. And before I come to you, Mr. Shetty, there is a question on the coup app. Raktim Datta has asked this question. Does any kind of band ever resolve any problems? That's the question that has been asked. Then Siddharth Palaparam also asks a question. Imposing bans is not a solution for all these matters. The thing needed is a thorough police investigation. Niranjan Shetty, what's your reply?
Sanket, I think what Mr. Anand Dubey spoke, that this was a political party's ban. But I need to remind him that it was the Maharashtra government which passed a resolution in the state cabinet few days back, and they decided to call a ban. All these three parties came together and they passed a resolution in the cabinet meeting. This has happened for the first time in the history of any assembly or in the state government. Now I do not know what made him lie on the channel, but this is the fact. This is the first time in the history of the India that a state cabinet rank of Home Minister himself, Mr. Shambhu Raje, in Satara, himself goes on site to see the proceedings along with the IPS officers to see whether the band has been carried out properly or not. This is utterly shame, and this has, it has brought down the respect of the Constitution itself and such kind of people. Those who are, I'm ashamed also to understand that this kind of IPS officers are playing into the hands of such ministers. Apart from that, what I was trying to say, he spoke about Lakhimpur. Mr. Anand Dubey hails from UP. He could have gone to Uttar Pradesh, staged a demonstration or a strike over there. Why does he want to strike over here, 2,000 kilometers away?
No, he can hold his protest wherever he wants.
I'm suggesting
people can object to what is happening in Lakhimpur Kheri sitting in London also. That is their right.
Of course, I do not disagree. But this kind of, as you rightly mentioned about the daily wages, and what he again, his leader Urmila Matondkar, he himself mentioned about that this was not a forcible ban. On the contrary, this was compelled. The people and the businessmen were compelled to close. And since now Congress and NCP are very happy because Shiv Sena is with them and there is no need to put more force. The name itself is enough for anybody to close down the shutter. So no common man would ever try to get himself hurt or, been attacked by this such hooliganism.
Okay. Charan Singh Sapra, I want to come to you now. Mr. Dubey, I'll come back to you. Just one moment. Mr. Sapra, you support the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi. You also supported this ban. There were protests across the country. Now, one is that you observe silence, Maun Vrat, right? Or carry out protests on the road, hit the streets, object to something. Now, that is all justified. But for a government to sponsor a ban in the financial capital of the country, where obviously, there is some amount of financial pain which will be inflicted upon residents of that very state. Do you think that this is a very retro form of politics which you are trying to reintroduce? I mean, something that used to happen long, long ago. Ki mill ban kar diya, shut this, shut that.
See, Sanket, I feel number one, like Urmila ji earlier said, that this is a different case. It is about protecting the fundamental rights. And number two, this ban was largely supported voluntarily by various unions, by various associations, whether they were wholesalers association or the retailers associations or the trade unions, all the associations and the unions, whether they were APMC markets. everybody voluntarily supported this ban because this is a different sort of case whereby the entire nation has seen 4 or 5 farmers being butchered. Those farmers were hit from behind by a car of the notorious goon of Bharatiya Janata Party, and the way his father, who is the Minister of State for Home, is trying to protect him from day one. The way the BJP government of Uttar Pradesh took 6 days to arrest him, why he was treated with kids' gloves. There are so many questions. Why the butlers were carrying tea and snacks for the culprit in the crime branch. Viewing all these scenes, there's a large amount of sympathy which has got generated in the interest of farmers.
No, Mr. Sapra, my question is, are you
questions.
tapping into that sentiment across the country against what is political high-handedness and an attempt to brazen it out? Or you're trying to create, take this issue outside of Uttar Pradesh, take it to Tamil Nadu, take it to other parts of the country and bring it to Maharashtra as well? What of these two is correct?
Sanket, this issue is already gone out of Uttar Pradesh. You know, when people have seen on the electronic media or on the social media the way farmers were butchered, the gruesome murder of farmer and the way the father was protecting, I feel this is gone beyond Uttar Pradesh now. The sentiments of the entire country is with the farmers. The people, the Narendra Modi government is keeping mum. Narendra Modi has no sensitivity even to tweet for this issue. He or Amit Shah has not even tweeted. Leave aside going to the residence of the victims or meeting the victim families. This is a completely insensitive government against which people are coming out to protest. Whether it is Maharashtra, you will see another state tomorrow or day after. People will be on the streets until and unless we get justice.
But my point is, those workers who were out, political workers trying to force people, beat up auto wallas, these are not obviously pleasant scenes. People were beaten up. People were beaten up in the name of a protest. Now that is not that is something which cannot be justified. And I see an attempt being made by Mr. Dubey as well as Mr. Sapra to say that barring 1 or 2 or stray incidents, it was largely peaceful. Well, even those 1 or 2 incidents should not have happened. Niranjan Shetty, very quickly, and then I'll come back to the two.
No, Mr. Sapra very conveniently forgets about the sadhus been beaten up in Palghar. Not a single day protest was held by the Congress, Shiv Sena or NCP. Apart from that, there are
protested.
Many. Apart from that, few days back, even teachers and the principal was killed by the militants in Srinagar. About that, not a single day strike has been called. We could have understood along with Lakhimpur.
No, Mr. Shetty, but that is not the point. See,
they could have agitated
just like you have the right to protest at will.
About the people,
I am sure other political parties also have a right to protest.
They will keep always mum.
Otherwise, this will sound like a whataboutery sort of an argument. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Now I'll tell you. I'll anticipate the next. There are Dalits being beaten up in Rajasthan. Why no protest?
Pick and choose. They cannot pick and choose. And as you rightly said, they are trying to take they are trying to drive a political mileage from Uttar Pradesh to all over India. That is what they are trying to do.
What if there is already anger all over India? I mean, people are seeing this play out.
If
for 1 week an attempt by the BJP to brazen it out.
Would have come and supported the ban. If that was there, they would have other parts of the country where Mr. Baghel and everybody is the CM, they could have come. Whether Punjab could have come, none of them have joined the ban.
Okay, Anand Dubey, very quickly, you wanted to comment.
संकेत भाई, निरंजन भाई ने कहा कि आनंद दुबे को और उनकी पार्टी को उत्तर प्रदेश में जाके आंदोलन करना चाहिए, हेजिटेशन करना चाहिए। निरंजन भाई उत्तर प्रदेश को कम जानते होंगे। आपको बता दूं कि 3 अक्टूबर को जब ये घटना घटी, 4 अक्टूबर की सुबह को यानी 3 की रात को प्रियंका गांधी जी को अरेस्ट कर लिया गया, अखिलेश यादव को अरेस्ट कर लिया गया, संजय सिंह को वहां पहुंचने नहीं दिया गया। जो आपकी बात ना माने, वो आपके पास ना पहुंचे, वो आप अगर कोई कुकर्म करते हैं, आप कोई अपराध करते हैं तो उसके खिलाफ कोई आवाज न उठाए। एक केंद्रीय राज्य मंत्री जो 120 में ये आरोपी है, मतलब उनके ऊपर भी एफआईआर है, उनका इस्तीफा नहीं लेंगे और आप सोचते हैं कि उनकी जांच हो जाएगी। अरे वो पुलिस उनकी जांच कैसे करेगी? होगी, जो पुलिस खुद उनके अंडर में काम कर रही है, जिसके बेटे को पकड़ने में 7 से 8 दिन का समय लग गया हो, उस पुलिस पर आप कैसे भरोसा कर सकते हैं? अगर ये सारी पीड़ा निकालने के लिए विपक्ष की पार्टियां अपने राज्य में आंदोलन करती हैं, बंद करती हैं, तो आपको इससे पीड़ा होने की क्या जरूरत है? आप जब साधु की हत्या हुई तो जैसे संकेत भाई बता रहे हैं कि यदि 3 पार्टियां नहीं कर पाई, आप कर देते। आप केवल और केवल राजनीति करते हैं। आज भी दिल्ली में भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेताओं की एक मीटिंग चल रही है जो कि उत्तर प्रदेश को चुनाव को लेकर है, लेकिन लखीमपुर खीरी के इतने बड़े आरोपी का इस्तीफा नहीं ले रहे हैं आप लोग। तो ये दोहरी नीति कैसे बर्दाश्त होगी?
लखीमपुर पर भी चर्चा हुई है, जो हमारे सूत्रों ने बताया। अब क्या चर्चा हुई है ये नहीं मालूम, लेकिन चर्चा हुई है। जी सापरा जी,
चर्चा का हल क्या है?
I want to come to you now. My question remains the same. You have a right to protest, but do you have a right to force others to protest as well? What if, I'm coming back to the main point. I feel very strongly for the farmers who have died. Also feel very strongly for the BJP workers who also need justice, who also died in this incident. And also feel very strongly for Mr. Raman Kashyap, who's a journalist who died. And justice needs to be delivered to all these 8 people. So I may also be very angry, but should I be forced to observe a ban? Beaten up?
See,
Buses
Sanket,
stoned.
at the first place, I don't support vandalism, but even BJP has to answer the questions that why are they protecting the killers? Why are they trying to safeguard the interest of the killers in Uttar Pradesh? And secondly, let me also tell you that BJP has not been able to crush the agitation of farmers since 10 months. Hence, they have started crushing the farmers under the wheels. Is it that way? And number 2, let me also remind the BJP spokesperson that the BJP leaders are also coming out, like Varun Gandhi, Maneka Gandhi, or Chaudhary Birinder Singh, and also Shakaldev Singh, who's the president of Uttar Pradesh Bharatiya Janata Party. He has said yesterday कि आप नेता बन गए हो, इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि आप फॉर्च्यूनर के नीचे किसी को भी कुचल दोगे. So now BJP leaders are also coming out. They have also seen the pain under which the farmers are going. They have also seen that how the farmers are being butchered by these egoistic.
No, the question was different. Mr. Sapra, the question is different. What has happened, BJP's attempt to brazen it out, your right to call that out is all fine.
Which are coming out now.
But your effort to force everyone to protest exactly in this manner, how correct is that?
No,
I may be opposed to what the BJP is doing, but I don't want to protest. I want to go to office.
Sanket bhai, can I
don't support vandalism, but even Bharatiya Janata Party, Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, who's the Home Minister, they have to come out and give a clear verdict in this case.
Okay, I've run out of time. Thank you very much, Mr. Dubey, Mr. Shetty, as well as Mr. Sapra for joining us. That's a wrap in this edition of Left, Right and Centre, but news continues on the other side. Stay with us.